Hello, my name is Skye Newkirk. I'm a behavioral health counselor with Klickitat Valley Health, and this is your mental health moment. Next in our series of detox-themed videos, I'd like to talk about emotional detox. You've probably seen portrayals in pop culture of people tearing up or burning pictures after a breakup, or using some other cathartic coping tool. The word catharsis has Greek origins meaning to cleanse. So when we release and get relief from those really big emotions, we are seriously detoxing. Here are a couple of cathartic coping tools that may help you release resentments in the next week. So the first thing that I really like to do is going out into nature. So one of the things you can do when you're out in nature is to grab a stone, any stone, and if you're at a large river or a lake, to take that stone and hold it in your hands and to recall anything that burdens you in that moment. You could think about resentments, you could think about something that happened earlier this week, but anything that burdens you, you're just going to hold in that stone and really bring to mind. And only when you're ready to release that weight, you take the rock and you throw it into the water. Similarly, if it's a really windy day, you can grab a leaf or a feather, or if you're at the beach, you can grab some sand. And again, putting all of that, recalling all of that, which burdens you, that feels heavy, and holding that in your hands, giving yourself that space to feel it, however it feels. And when you're ready to release that and to let it go. Another ritual that you could do, you can actually purchase water-soluble paper. It dissolves really quickly, it's biodegradable and compostable, and writing down resentments or anything you need to let go of, take it to the water and watch it dissolve. If it's safe to do so, you could also write things down on paper and burn it, again, in a safe way. The big thing here is to do this with intention, to set some space, to give yourself some time, to really allow yourself that catharsis of letting go. It can be really healing to do this with supportive family members or in community while practicing social distancing. But really remember to go with your own comfort level in how much you share or how much you want to disclose with the group. This next exercise or practice is really big, and it takes a lot of emotional energy. Again, really want to come to it from this focus of self-love and compassion and giving yourself your space to release and to let go. The next practice is known as a healing letter, or some people call it a death lodge. Again, you want to create a really safe space for yourself at home. Maybe you light a candle and go to a room where you have peace and quiet. If you're out in nature, find a quiet spot where you're not going to be bothered by anyone else. Setting that intention for healing and forgiveness. You want to bring to mind someone for whom you need to make amends, or perhaps it's someone who has hurt you or wronged you in some way, and you feel ready to offer forgiveness around that injustice. Once you have someone in mind and you're in this space, respond to the following prompts. Dear person, I want to talk to you about whatever happened. When you I felt, really get to those emotions and what you felt at the time. I'm having a hard time with. I feel hurt because, or I feel angry because. You are responsible for, like, I am responsible for. I can understand and have compassion for, or I forgive you for. I forgive myself for. I wish you would, or I ask that you would. And in the future, I plan to blank. This letter or this exercise can be done with anyone. Alive, dead, people you do have contact with, people you don't have contact with anymore. And when you're done, you really want to, just as you set the space to go into it, really close the space as you're exiting. Take a moment to become mindful and to return to the present moment. Maybe treat yourself to something nice, because likely that was a lot. There's a lot of emotion. And just a couple notes about forgiveness. So we don't forget. And forgiveness is not about letting someone off the hook or condoning someone else's behavior. You don't have to return to a relationship in which you were hurt. You don't have to reconcile. You are allowed to set a healthy boundary for yourself and to choose when to engage with other people and how much, if at all. Forgiveness is really about you. And it's about letting go of the anger, the resentment, the shame, or other emotions. All those emotions are totally reasonable when you're responding to an injustice. But really, this forgiveness is about your practice of compassion while acknowledging that the offender likely doesn't deserve the compassion and they're definitely not entitled to it. You can forgive and still hold someone accountable for their actions. Again, this practice is about you, and it's for you on your own timeline, and it's not for somebody else or on anybody else's timeline other than your own. So I challenge you to try any of these rituals of release over the next week. See how you feel afterwards. Take a deep breath into a new day. If you like this video, please like, comment, or share. I'm Skye Newkirk, and this has been your Mental Health Moment.